2012, Rolling Stone magazine.
Yeah.
WHP, the man who needs no introductions.
You know what? There's a whole different school of hip hop altogether. I don't represent hip hop, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm a Motswako artist, you know, and people always misconstrue us for doing vernacular hip hop. Yes, somewhat it is, but just to explain a little analogy of what I think Motswako is. Hip hop, a genre, is like a rhino. You know what I'm saying? Jazz is like a hippo. Kwaito is like a lion.
It's the big five.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
But Motswako, imagine an animal that had a head of a lion, it had the body of an ostrich, it had the legs of a crocodile, whatever. But it spoke. You know what I'm saying? It spoke like a human. It reasoned. You know, like imagine this mythical animal that spoke like a human and reasoned. Would you call it a human because it talks, because it has a sense of humor, because it whatever? No, it's not. It's whatever animal it is. You know what I'm saying? We are Motswako. It just so happens that our mouthpiece is hip hop, and it comes off in the same format that hip hop is in, whatever. But really, we are able to do anything. I can get on a Kwaito track, I can get on a gospel track, I can get on a Mbaqanga track, and still make it sound good using hip hop as an element to communicate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so yeah.
Okay. We've performed internationally. We've performed with international artists, and you still perform in Setswana in your mother tongue. When you go overseas and perform in Setswana, you know, how's it like? How are you received? How do people understand you?
I was performing in Harlem at Southpaw. Southpaw rather, this club. And the guy before me was Umi of Dead Press. Later on was supposed to be KRS coming in to perform whatever. And I came on, I did what I did. One guy, I went there with my bass player, with my keyboard player. The drummer was from DC, the guitarist was from DC, the percussionist was from DC. The guitarist guy, before the show, he said to me, you know what, man, like, I like what you do, I've heard your DVDs, I've seen you on YouTube, whatever, but to be honest, I was slightly disappointed because we have a perception of what African hip-hop is supposed to be like, supposed to sound like, you know, and you guys kind of come off like you're trying to sound like us. I mean, no disrespect, you're nice with it, you know, but it would be so nice to come and leave us with something like, wow, we didn't know that. Immediately I went to my bass player, I'm like, guys, we need to change our set quickly. We're gonna perform Harambe. Harambe was being well received in the States, Twaka was being well received in the States, Danger was being well received. But we're like, hey man, we need to do this track like Mbaqanga, like, you know, like a bass kick, whatever. That's where the whole concept of banana bagaji, you know, we did that track. Dog, it was like a hectic Harlem Brooklyn crowd, you know what I'm saying? Immediately this one guy came up to me, he's like, yo son, I'm a hip hop head to death, but that track young, and that made me think we have a lot to explore as hip hoppers in this country.
What about the Summer Wars right now, 2012? Do you think it really presents the best SA hip hop has to offer in terms of MCs?
Hey man, Summer Wars is a whole new other topic altogether, you know. I don't know, like, I could win it, I could not win it, it doesn't really mean anything, you know. Although yes, it's an accolade at the end of the day, but it's not really an accolade that you can say like, yo man, this is taking me wherever, because there's always politics behind it, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I do think that it's got some of awesome current musicians.
So when you say there's politics, are you saying there's a bit of corruption in the whole summer thing?
No. There's politics, you know, like we don't know what the politics are, you know, but you know, like people will say to you like, hey man, don't you think this guy's definitely gonna win? Do you know who's representing him? It's mama, and you're like, okay, cool, whatever. That if that's the case, if winning an award is all about who's representing you or who got you on there, then it doesn't mean anything to me, you know what I'm saying? But I think the nice thing about the summers this year, in most times people would nominate people who aren't really current in the music scene. Yes, you could release a hip-hop album, doesn't necessarily mean that you stand a chance to be even nominated for there. I mean, tell the truth, I mean, there's so many great artists out there. I don't even know if I was meant to be nominated there, you know what I'm saying? Could have given it to so many other guys, but I'm there as politics, you know. But the LTOs are there, the AKAs are there, the Zapwes are there. So it's looking like, yeah man, like at least now they're starting to listen to the current guys, you know what I'm saying? But the answers, yeah man, I like that I'm there, but it's politics.
Where can your fans get a hold of your latest album?
Motswafrika is out right now. It's a Twakafied Africa, it's a mixed Africa. Motswafrika is a mindset, it's a way that you carry yourself. I think you're a Motswafrican. You know, if people see you, they won't necessarily say she's from New York, or they won't say she's from the UK. They won't say she's from, like, she's a Motswafrican, you know what I'm saying? And I think right now, unfortunately, people see us, like even now, like I'm all like Brooklynized, whatever, but we need to, I love to see, like right now, yes, it's all cool to be like, you know, color crashing, whatever's called color bashing, and color blocking.
What's that?
Color blocking is like when you wear like all different colors, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good to be like on that color blocking vibe. It's all cool to be like wearing like, you know, thin pants and to be looking a certain way, cap up here, glasses, whatever. But it would be so great to see people just on another level. Like, you know, when I went to the States, I just had a SPYDR on. This guy's like, can I buy that? And I'm like, no, like, it's like a, you know, it's an identity thing. Like, you are, automatically, once you get a SPYDR, you are aligned to your ancestry. It means that you know where you're from. They're like, wow, I want to go to Africa just to get that.